Hello and welcome to this short video. So this video is all about making a shift from Eclipse to IntelliJ, and why we are making that shift, if you might wonder, is because IntelliJ is more developer friendly, beginner friendly. Eclipse I did not find that much beginner friendliness to begin with. Also, few things which are kind of specific to Eclipse, such as how they handle plugins, how they handle the perspectives, it's kind of complex as well. So for a beginner, I would not stick with Eclipse. IntelliJ, on the other hand, has better look and feel. The way we run code, it is also much easier. There is support, and also the plugin ecosystem is very rich, and you don't have to kind of beat around the bush to do things in IntelliJ. So these were the prime reasons that I considered while making the switch from Eclipse to IntelliJ. So if you have already installed Eclipse and you have been following my tutorial thus far, and you are quite comfortable with continuing in Eclipse, please by all means do so. It won't break anything, but in my future videos, I will be resorting to IntelliJ rather than Eclipse. So too much talking, I know. Let's jump over quickly to the video where I'm going to show you how to install IntelliJ, how to open an existing project or create a new project in IntelliJ, and how we are going to run some sample code once we install IntelliJ. So let's quickly jump in. So in order to download the IntelliJ IDE, we'll head over to JetBrains. We'll type download IntelliJ and click on the first link which pops up. And then we'll download the exe file. So I have already downloaded this. Here it is 2023.1.4. so which is at the time of creating this video. If you are watching it maybe sometime later, this version might get updated, right? So I have already went ahead and installed the IDE as well. So once you install the IDE, it actually asks you to reboot your system, and that is kind of a time consuming process. So basically I have gone ahead with the installation. It's very straightforward, so I think you should be able to manage it yourself as well. So please go ahead and install the IDE. I have already done so. So having said that, I'll quickly jump and open up the IDE. So here I'll search for IntelliJ and I'll pin this to the taskbar so that the next time I want to open it, it is quicker for me as well. So once you click on this, it launches the IntelliJ IDE. And as you can see, there is a sample project. If you want to create a new project as well, you can do that by clicking on the new project icon here. So what I will do in my case is open the existing, the binary life project that I have been working on. So here you are, here is the IDE, and you can close this. So this is something that I was working on for the course here. So basically the thing that you need to check at this point is whether your Java SDK is available or not. And you have to point your IDE to that particular Java SDK. Otherwise, whatever you're writing, it won't run. So how to check whether you have the SDK pointed from your project or not? So for that, this is the main project. So if you correlate this back to Eclipse world, right, we have workspaces. So whatever workspaces are in the Eclipse world, we have project in the IntelliJ world. And we have projects within workspaces in Eclipse, and here we have modules within projects. So these are the minor correlations that you will have to get accustomed to in order to start working in IntelliJ. So with that being said, I'll quickly right click on the main project and I'll open the module settings. Here we will go to the project settings and we will see here what SDK this is pointing to. So currently, as I can see, it's SDK Java 19. and the language level is also set to SDK default. If not, go ahead, install the latest Java runtime or Java SDK on your system, and then in order to point your downloaded SDK to the IDE, just click on add SDK, then JDK, and then point it to that particular location wherever you have installed your Java home. So that should be enough. So with that out of the way, I would quickly run my project and see whether everything is fine. So here, as I was saying, there are very nifty ways in IntelliJ which makes things easier to run. So here, if you want to run this main method, all you have to do is click on this green icon, right? And then it will provide you all the options to whether run or debug, or whether you want the code coverage for this particular code or not, right? Forget about code coverage. Let's run this first. So if all my things have been done properly, I should be able to see the output. And of course, I'm getting the output as well, guys. So here it is. This is a sample project. So there it is, guys. So for the ease of use, let's switch over from Eclipse to IntelliJ. If you have been using Eclipse so far, no issues at all. Continue working in Eclipse, and going forward, I would be covering all my code, all my tutorial videos using IntelliJ. And also, I would ask you to like and subscribe my channel, because that helps me out a lot and keeps me motivated to bring new tutorial videos for you all. So see you next time. Until then, bye.